Hello everybody! In this guitar lesson I'm going to teach you to play the classic ballad The First Cut is the Deepest. Now I will show you the chords, I'll outline a strumming pattern, I'll show you how to play the introduction, and I'll also give you some tips on how to take your playing of the song to the next lesson. So the song has three simple chords: G major, D major and C major. The basic chord progression you're going to use throughout most of the song is 2 beats on G major, followed by 2 beats on D major, followed by 2 beats on C major, followed by 2 beats back on D major. And that G to D to C, followed by D again progression, that goes through most of the song. I would have given you all of my heart, but there's someone who's torn it apart. Now, there are, however, two exceptions, and the first exception comes in the line before the chorus. Now, just before the chorus, there's a line of the vocal which is "Baby, I'll try to love again, but I know," and that line is repeated twice. And on the second repetition of that line, that's where there's a difference in the chord progression. So the first repetition is the same as normal, G to D to C to D. Baby, I'll try to love again, but I know. But on the second repetition, instead of that chord progression, we're going to play 2 beats on G major, and then 2 beats on C major, and then 4 beats on D major. It'll sound like this. Baby, I try to love again, but I know. Then you're into the chorus, and the chorus uses the same chord progression as the verse, the G to D to C to D chord progression. First cut is the deepest, baby, I know. The first cut is the deepest. When we come out of the chorus, we've got 2 lines of the vocal which go, "When it comes to being lucky, she's cursed. When it comes to loving me, she's worst." Now the other exception to that G to D to C to D chord pattern is on the second of those lines. When it comes to loving me, she's worst. So, first line, same as normal, G to D to C to D. When it comes to being lucky, she's cursed. And then on the second line, we're going to do the same as we do going into the chorus. We're going to play G major, 2 beats on that, 2 beats on C major, and then 4 beats on D major. When it comes to loving me, she's worst. I'm going to teach you how to play the introduction to The First Cut is the Deepest in a moment. But before I do that, let me explain that I'm showing you how to play this song in the key of G, because that key is a good one for a lot of people's vocal ranges. It was actually written in the key of G by Cat Stevens, and his original version of it is in that key, but a lot of people's favourite version is the Rod Stewart version. That's in the key of C. So if you want to play along with Rod Stewart, or you like singing in that key, put a capo at the 5th fret, and that will move you up to the key of C, and then the chords I've shown you will work for the key of C. There's also a popular version by Sheryl Crow. That's in the key of D, and so if you move your capo up 2 more frets to the 7th fret, that will put these chords into the key of D for you. But for this lesson, we're playing it open without a capo. Now in the Rod Stewart version of The First Cut of the Deepest, there's a sort of almost orchestral beginning. I'm not going to show you how to play that, but once you've got past that, there's a lovely little introduction to the song on guitar, maybe a bit of mandolin in there as well. So let me show you how to play that in our key of G. This is my way of playing it. let me break that down for you now then. Okay, so that introduction starts with our root chord of G, and we just do a downstroke on that. And then next we're going to move our fingers into a G stroke C chord like this. And one downstroke there. So all I did there was from that G chord, I moved my middle finger from the 5th string 2nd fret to the 4th string 2nd fret, and I put my index finger on the 2nd string 1st fret. So you go from one downstroke on G major to one downstroke on G stroke C, then go back to your G major, then back to your G stroke C again, and now you're going to remove your little finger and your ring finger, and you're going to slide the other two fingers, the middle finger and the index finger, up 2 frets. So your middle finger is now on the 4th string 4th fret, and your index finger is on the 2nd string 3rd fret, and you're going to play a downstroke starting from the 5th string, and then we're going to go to a chord of D major. So far we have this. So when we arrive at that D major, you could just rest for 3 beats if you want to. 1, 2, 3, and then repeat. But what I tend to do on that D major is I play one downstroke, and then I play another downstroke, and I hammer my little finger onto the top string 3rd fret, which gives me a D sus4 chord, and then I play down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then on the final up I'm going to remove my little finger to give me a regular D chord again. So let me show you that one more time, slowed down. And again. I'm going to show you a strumming pattern for the first cut as the deepest in a moment, but just before I do that, let me say, if you've been enjoying this lesson, please hit the like button, and also if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do subscribe, because then you'll be notified about my future guitar lessons as they come out. We can use quite an easy strumming pattern for this song and it'll sound very effective. I would recommend down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Now you just have to do that once on each chord as you're playing that G to D to C to D pattern. So like this. Down, 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 up, 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 down, down. Okay, so what can you do to take your playing of this song to the next level? Well, a couple of tips. The first one is to do with the D chord. So when you're playing that normal strumming pattern, try some variations on the D chord. So one that I like is like this. So instead of playing a regular D chord, I'm going to play this one. So to get to that form of the D chord, I just take the C chord and I slide the whole thing up 2 frets. Now, in that form of the D chord, there's a couple of notes which wouldn't normally be there. So it's got a note of G in it and a note of E in it. None of them really belong in the D chord. That E is a second and the G is a fourth. So it's probably a form of D with a suspended second, a suspended fourth, or it might be some other chord officially, but whatever it is, it sounds nice. So I'd recommend that one. I'll play that to you in context. I would have given you all of my heart. Here we go. Sounds rather nice. But there's someone who's torn it apart. Okay, so the next variation on the D chord you can try is a very simple one. It's this one, a D2, so it's got an open E at the top there, so you just don't put your middle finger on that top string. And just a nice variation. Wouldn't do it all the time, so I'd play a regular D chord some of the time. But you can do it sometimes, sounds nice. And if you start putting some hammer-ons in, together with those D chord variations, you then have something that sounds quite groovy. I would have given you all of my